This week, I want to talk to you guys about extending grace to yourself. How often do you extend grace to yourself? How often do you forgive yourself for past mistakes and lapses in judgment? I want each of you to reflect and think about the last time you forgave yourself. I know for me, it was really hard to grasp this concept. I would find myself reflecting on past decisions and beating myself up over not being where I wanted to be in life. Completely overlooking the fact that, I'm human, I'm not perfect, and it's completely normal to make mistakes. I think all of this is because of the expectations that I put on myself. It wasn't until recently I realized that, I'm doing a pretty good damn job in life. Despite those past hiccups, I'm doing good. It could always be worse. And I'm sure a lot of you are listening right now and coming to that realization. In a previous episode, I talked about how I've adapted a soft life. And a part of living a soft life is extending grace to yourself. I no longer strive to be perfect. I'm real with myself. I don't seek to be perfect. I'm living in my truth. I'm only doing things that I know I can handle or things that push me in the direction that I want to go. And for the times that, I mess up and I don't make myself feel bad about messing up. I acknowledge my faults and, I just move on. I don't bask in it. I don't, just beat myself up constantly about something that, didn't work out the way that I wanted to. One of the biggest things that I had to let go of was trying to do everything. I finally took that Superwoman cape off. And I think me wearing that Superwoman cape became from me, being a single mother for so many years. When I started back working, I told myself, I could work 8 hours. I could come home, cook dinner. I could clean, look over homework, do this, that, and the third. And still run all the businesses that I had. I had to stop trying to do all of that because it was exhausting and it was unfair because it was me overworking myself. Me and my husband had a conversation and we decided that we were going to alternate, who's responsible for dinner on what day. So, Monday I handle it, Tuesday he handles it. When it came to laundry, I wash clothes all day. He'll fold them. We had to tackle these things together because, honestly, there's no reward for the most overworked woman. I know the older generation loves to tell us all the things they did when they were our age and how we need to do more and what we're going through isn't that bad. Extend yourself grace and understand that their struggles are not your struggles. You don't have to live up to their expectations because your own expectations are enough. You can't take on someone else's as well. Lastly, understand that if you made an attempt at something you desire and it didn't work out the first time, that doesn't mean give up. If you want it, go after it. On Kendrick Lamar's his latest album, he has a song called Don't Count Me Out. And in the song, he says, "This time around, I trust myself." And that struck a nerve to me because often we get discouraged by our failures instead of using them as a learning experience. It's more than one way to skin a cat. And now you know that particular way didn't work for you. So try a different way. And when you try this different way, make sure you trust and believe in yourself that you can do this. So moving forward in this journey, I want each and every one of you to extend yourself grace more often than you extend grace to others. We're so quick to, forgive those that we care about, that we're close to, but we often forget that forgiveness and that grace that you're extending, you often need it yourself. And that love that you want to give to somebody else, you often need it yourself. So before you extend grace to someone else and forgive them and love on them, love on yourself, forgive yourself, and give yourself grace. I really hope this episode changed someone, made you feel like you needed to extend more grace to yourself, and prompted you to make that change. If you feel like, you want to share this episode with someone, please be sure to share it. You can share it on social media using the hashtag, the podcast Cassie's World. If you're listening on the podcast, the Apple Podcast app, please be sure to rate, review, and subscribe. Spotify as well. It's been real. It's been great. Until next time, be blessed.